Hi, welcome. I am delighted to be here with you because I'm going to be introducing to you our brand new app called PML Perfect Pitch. The purpose of this app is to help you prepare all three levels of pitches that I teach at a professional grade level. And you can add your own logo and branding. So it's going to be exactly what you want. All right, so the first level is the 15 to 30-second verbal pitch that I ask all my students to prepare. This will help you do that. The next step is, or the next level is preparing the one-page investment summary. This app can also do that for you. Similarly, when you're ready to create your full-fledged pitch deck that you're going to use to do your one-on-one presentation with your private money lenders, this will also be able to do that for you. Customize with your own branding. All right. So I am going to walk you through the app. Let me move the screen a little bit to the left. So when you come into the landing page, it will ask you to set up an account. When you do a sign up account, it should bring you to this page where you'll have to set up your account. And that's how you're gonna log in. Now, do remember that if you do not have a premium account, you won't be able to access this app. So that's why when you first log in, it will take maybe a couple of hours before your account can be approved. So if you're a premium plan member and you log in and create an account, your account will be approved. Once you set up your account and you put in your login credential, you log in, and this is where this is what you will see when you log in. And as you can see, there are three levels of pitches that you can create with this app. The first is that 15 to 30-second verbal pitch. You'll click here and the prompts will walk you through. The next one is a one-page investment summary. You'll click here and it'll walk you through that. And then, of course, you have a full pitch deck. Now, as of now, what I understand is if you're doing a session, it actually remembers everything you type. So it's not lost. We are working on it to remember everything that you have typed. So when you log in the next time, it will remember it. As of now, I'm not sure if it's working to that level. All right. But I know for sure that if you log in and you spend one session without logging out, developing something, it does remember everything. All right. So what I'm going to do is I am going to move the screen just a little bit over because I'm going to use my notes to walk you through this process. So what we're going to do first is we're going to do a 15 to 30-second verbal pitch. So as I click here, these are the prompts that you will see. The first prompt says your investment model. So the question is, describe your real estate investment model, 3 to 4 sentences. In 3 to 4 sentences, what is that you do? And here is an example. So you should be typing it in this format. I buy undervalued single family homes in growing markets, renovate them to increase value, and either sell for profit or hold as rentals, generating consistent cash flow. This is just an example. Now I have my own, so I'm going to copy and paste here so it applies to me, and then I will click next. Now before you do this, I do want you to see that the 15 to 30-second verbal pitch is actually very straightforward and simple. There are only 4 steps. All right, so as you progress, you'll know what you've typed. Now don't worry about if it's not perfect. You can come back to it. When you click next, you're in step 2, and the question is what benefits, who benefits from your investment model. Now you should not mention private money lenders at this stage. So example is home buyers who get quality renovated homes, tenants who get well-maintained rental properties, and local communities that see neighborhood improvement. I am going to grab that applies to me, and I will click next. This is about the PML opportunity. Now, I just want you to be clear on this. What is the opportunity for your private money partners? So you're actually talking about the opportunity, not specifically benefits per se. So example is earn consistent returns backed by real estate assets without the hassle of managing properties themselves. And so I have described it in this way, and I'll read it for you. Opportunity for private money lenders is to indirectly invest in real estate without the hassle of property ownership, and earn consistent income on their investment. And the final question is PML benefits. So do you see there was a little difference between that describing an opportunity, and this one is about the benefits to the PML. So what are the key benefits for your private money lender? And so I will grab my answer here and I will type it here. And so my answer is my private money lenders earn interest income completely passively while their investment is secured, protected, and secured. Secured, protected, and insured, rather. And then we're done. So as soon as I click generate output, as you can see, this is my 15 to 30-second verbal pitch, and I'll just read it out to you. I'm excited to share what I'm doing in real estate. I buy distressed single family homes in the Midwest for cash. I do not upgrade or repair these older homes, but sell them as is on owner financing to end buyers. People who benefit from this model are first time home buyers who would otherwise not qualify for a home. Opportunity for private money lenders is to indirectly invest in real estate without the hassle of property ownership and earn consistent income on their investment. My private money lenders earned interest income completely passively while their investment is secured, protected, and insured. Secured, protected, and insured. Would you be open to learning more? So this is what I would say if I was having a very first level discussion with a potential private money lender. Now, as you can see, you have a couple of options here. You can copy this text, save it somewhere, or if you go back, you can actually edit the answers. As you can see, you can go through these steps. Your answers are still saved there, so you can go back and modify them till you actually get it right. Okay, so that's your 15 to 30-second verbal pitch. Now let's move on to the one-page investment summary. Now this one is a little bit more comprehensive. As you know, this is something that a lot of your potential private money lenders will ask you for. So it does have more questions, but the idea is, can we get it on one page? All right. So as you can see on the top here, it is about 8 steps, 8 questions. All right. So I'm going to walk this through now. So the first question is, uh, investor bio. This is share your background as a real estate investor in about 1 to 2 paragraphs. All right. So I'm going to grab mine and I am going to paste it here. This is mine. And I'm going to go to next step, and I'll show you the output later on so you can see everything. Now, the company bio, describe your company mission and investment philosophy in 1 to 2 paragraphs. And so I'm going to do the same thing here, and then I'm going to go next. Now, this one is about the investment model. This is probably one of the most important part of your investment, one-page investment summary. Make sure you think it through and condense it as much as you can, because we do want everything on one page. Try to see if you can do that in about 5 to 6 bullet points. All right. And obviously there's a sample here for you. You can use that to help you guide it. And I have mine, so I'm going to copy and paste mine here, and this is mine. And notice I'm not putting any dash or anything here because the software will automatically put bullet points if you type it like this. Next question is, as you know, we are on step 4 now. Typical terms. List the terms you offer your private money lenders. Again, you want to be as concise as possible, 5 to 6 bullet points. And I'm going to do the same thing. All right, and click next. Now it's asking about a sample deal. Now this is really great, because now not only can I add the details, I can add an image here as well. Let me make a correction here on the one-page investment summary. Because we want it really concise and everything to fit in one page, we don't have space for pictures. So we are just going to put in details of a sample deal. And I would suggest only put one, and that's what I'm doing over here. Next, this is basically how would you partner with a potential private money lender. So how to work with us. Outline the process for partnering with you. Again, 5 to 6 bullet points, not more than that. And I'm going to do the same thing here. Type it here. And then finally, this is where you would put your company information. So I'm going to put in my name and information And as you can see, it's not very complicated. The idea is that are you able to develop something that is professional grade level? And that's what we want to do. We want to present ourselves as professional as possible. Okay, so I got my contact information here, and the last question is basically uploading a logo, which I'll do in just a moment. Okay, so I've uploaded my logo, and now we are ready. As you can see, step 8 of 8, which means we have asked and updated all, answered all the 8 questions, and let's generate. And here we go. This is our one-page investment summary. So as you can see, I uploaded my logo. So right on top, the logo is there. Private investment partnership overview is what you can call it. But as you can see how clean it is, you have your investor bio followed by your company information, investment summary, bullet points, really clean, typical terms, sample deal, snapshot, how to work with us, and contact information. Plus, by default, we add a boilerplate compliance and lender disclosure just so that everybody knows that you're not offering any kind of securities. All right, now what this is, as you can see top here, you actually have two options. You can copy this text and import it in your Word document and keep working on it, or you can simply download as a PDF. Okay, so we are back to the home screen, and now we're going to actually work on the full pitch deck. This time, we're going to click on this, and as you can see, this is a bit more work. So there are 10 questions that you will have to answer. The first question is your company name, which I'm going to put real quick and come back in just a moment. Okay, so I've got my company information here. The only thing that is, you may have to think about your core strategy. You may want to try to list your core strategy in about 2 to 3 sentences. All right, that's the only thing that is something you will have to think about. And then click next, and this will bring us to our track record. Now, if you have a track record, you can put in information here. I do suggest you putting something in here because it is important for you to put as much information about yourself. All right. So I am going to put our properties. So for example, properties, property under management. So we're going to put 18 properties, and then it's asking portfolio value. I'm going to put it here. Now, you may try to figure out how you are going to word this. In the industry, portfolio valuation is done by as or expressed as AUM or assets under management. And especially investors who are a bit more knowledgeable, that's what they expect to see on a full pitch deck. All right, so that's your track record. Then we're going to click on next. Now in management, of course, you are the owner or manager. You're going to put your information here. Plus, actually, me add some information here. Okay, so while I wanted to keep this rather simple, in specialization, I do like to add everything that I have experience with, specifically my specialization. And this is where you get to brag. So I don't want you to keep this section empty. It is extremely important that you put relevant information, especially for real estate, in here. Okay, so this is question 3. Next is investment model. Now in investment model, I would suggest that you really take your time before you do this question. So my suggestion would be just click through, note down what the questions are, take time and really put some thought to it before you complete this. The reason why I'm suggesting this is because most private money lenders will make a decision whether they're going to work with you or not if they are very clear about your real estate investment model. So clarity is very important. All right. So let's see here. The first section is strategy. And of course, I've already typed everything out. So I'm going to type it in here. And then approach. So let me make sure it's correct here. Okay, so I did not have this section, so I had to type it through. So in the strategy, I had the strategy written down. In approach, what really we want to say is, do we borrow from our private money lenders and we are 100% leverage? Obviously, most private money lenders would not like that. The way I work is whenever I bring in a property to my private money lender, there is at least a 30% equity built in. And so that's what I'm writing over here. What are our target returns? In our case, if you are in the slow flip model, it's pretty straightforward and it's pretty standard. It's 12% amortized over 5 years. And then your process. So again, I'm describing what my model is. If your model is different, you would describe it. So in my case, I'm saying we are using PML funds to buy our assets. Our PML is completely paid off in 5 years, but we are holding the asset long term beyond 5 years. All right. So that's our investment model. Question 5 is so now, yeah, we are breaking it down. Typical loan periods. In our case, it is um, 5 years, 60 months. And then interest rate is 12%, but we always want to say amortize because they're not annualized. And then minimum investment, whatever yours is. In our case, it's 30,000, and it's always first lien position, maximum lender one. Now, if this might be different for you, but you do want to type it out. All right, so that's question 5. Question 6 is sample deal. Now, if you notice in this case, because it is a pitch deck and because we want more information, that's the whole idea. If you remember, we did the 15 to 30-second pitch, which was the shortest version of pitch. The first communication you have with a potential private money lender. The next level was the one-page investment summary with a little bit more information. Now this one is as much information as you can put in, right? So in this case, we'll also have a picture, and I'm going to put in a sample deal information, and then we'll put in a picture in just a moment. All right, so I'm putting in the sample deal information, and I'll come back with a picture. Okay, so I've got my sample deal information here. The way I list it, as you can see, instead of a paragraph listed per line, and what it'll do is it'll bullet point it for you. The maximum sample deals you can put up, upload here would be 2, which is not too much, but not too little. All right, and I did upload an image as well, and I'm going to do the same thing for the sample deal too. All right, so now we are up to question 8, which is frequently asked questions. Now, this, believe it or not, is very interesting, very important part of the pitch deck because it allows you to preemptively answer some of the questions that your potential private money lender may have. So I just want you to think about your model, think of all the potential questions that can come up, write them in a format with a question answer format, and that's what I'm going to do here now. So I'm going to find that section here. So as you can see, I have the format. The way I've done this is I write Q for question, and then I write the question out, and then I write A, and then I answer that question. All right. You don't need a lot, but you do need to address the ones that do come up quite often. Or if you think about your model, most likely some of the things that might be in your head is what you want to just spell it out here. So here we go. We've got the 8 questions, and now we are going to go to question number 9, which is process to work with you. So outline the step-by-step process for private money lender. Now you may think that's obvious, but maybe it's not obvious for your potential private money lender. So we want to spell it out for them. So here we go, step by step. Because you're already doing a presentation uh, with them, what the idea from this is you're not talking about, hey, we're going to have a phone call. That you're already doing that one-on-one presentation, so you're already there. So you want to go from this moment onwards, how you're going to work together. So my answer is, If we decide to work together, we will send you invitation to join our program via email. Once you join our program as official private money lender, we will begin sending you deals. You can review the deals, ask questions, and once satisfied, commit on the deal. Um, let's say you can review, let's say, review the deals, ask question, and once satisfied, commit on, let's just say, on a deal, right? And then last one is we will then provide step-by-step instructions on how to fund the deal. All right. So instead of going into those step-by-step information at this step, you just want to tell them what your process is at this time. All right. So that's question 9. And here is the final step where, again, you're going to put in all your company information. And I'm going to do that. I'll be right back. Okay, so I have put in my information, and the most important thing in this part is you listing out what the next steps are. This, after your real estate investment model described in your pitch deck, is the most important part of the pitch deck, which is your call to action, which is what are the next steps. All right. So it's all included in this last question. So you're going to put in your company information, you're going to put in your website, email, phone number, and then your address. But this last section right here, and this is what I have, which is the next steps or call to action. And this is what you would say. If you're ready to proceed, then we have some requirements that will be emailed to you within 24 hours. Complete the requirements and we will officially invite you to join our program. And the benefit of this approach is that if they're unsure at this stage, they know that they're not working with you. You know that they're not working with you. It is very clear. So at this stage, they either have to show their interest and commitment by saying, yes, I'm interested in proceeding. Then you know that's when you're going to send them an email and then you're going to tell them what the next steps are. All right. Now, so we are done with the pitch deck. As you can see, it's 100%. We're going to now generate output. And there you go. You have a professional grade pitch deck with your logo, company name. It does also have the compliance disclosure right on top, so there's no misunderstanding. But look at the formatting. It's very well done. You have company overview, company name, focus, markets, founded by, strategy, your track record, shown up here, management, your information, your investment model. So that's summarized very briefly so that in one glance, your investor can very clearly and easily understand what the investment model is. Your terms right here, instead of you repeating over and over again, they're just right here, okay, in writing. Then you have space for 2 sample deals, a picture, and then I just summarized everything. So depending on your model, I would suggest just keep it as brief as possible. You do not need to go into too much details. Our model is rather simple, and in our case, that is what is important for us to show them. The property address, property specs sometimes are important. What is being financed? What are the payments that we're going to be making to our private money lender? All right. So we got our 2 sample deals, and then we have our frequently asked questions. As you can see, same format. I have a Q question, and then A answer, question, answer, and so on and so forth. Right. And then we have how to work with us. So remember that section. If you decide to work together, we will send you an invitation to join our program and so on and so forth, right? Bullet points to the not going into details, very brief. Your contact information, and then most important, next steps. If you're ready to proceed, then we have some requirements that will be emailed to you within 24 hours. So that's why at this stage, you do need to ask them, what do you think? Are you ready to work? Are you ready to proceed? Right? So if they are, this is what you need to say. If they're not, no worries. You just need to follow up with them, keep in contact with them. Sometimes it's a matter of time, sometimes it's some other issue. All right. And that's basically it. So you got your um, professional grade pitch deck ready. I hope you guys enjoy this and let me know what you think. If you have any questions, just post your questions here. Thank you.